from Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. Today, I've got another club level stay lined up for you guys, so I hope you're hungry. Disney's Coronado Springs Resort is a moderate resort here at Walt Disney World, and actually it's the only moderate resort with a club level lounge. Which means in terms of price, this is actually gonna be your cheapest option to stay in club level here at Disney World. But just because it's cheaper than the rest doesn't mean that they lack in their offerings. A few weeks ago, I was able to stay club level at the Wilderness Lodge, and I mentioned that there was only one other resort that I have stayed club level at before, and that is here at Coronado Springs. When staying club level at Disney World, you have access to a lounge at your resort. They'll be serving breakfast, snacks / lunch, dinner / hors d'oeuvres, dessert, drinks. It's basically all you can eat and all you can drink, which is right up my alley. So I'm gonna be taking you along for my club level stay, showing you all of the offerings that they have here at Coronado. And the club here at Coronado is called the Chronos Club, and they're actually just starting to serve breakfast, so I think it's time to head upstairs and grab some. So we're all checked in, and even before your room is ready, you're able to come up and enjoy the club and the offerings before your room is ready. Breakfast is served daily from 7:30 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. and I got up a little early for this. It's 9:45, we still have some time, so I'm gonna show you the breakfast offerings for today. I figured we'd start off with the good stuff. They usually have a hot egg dish as well as a breakfast meat. So today we've got a sausage frittata right here that actually looks super good. And then we've got some nice crispy bacon. There's nothing prettier than a good old pile of bacon in the morning. And then coming right along here, we've got some more hot offerings. We've got Spanish potatoes here, oatmeal here, and then some toppings for your oatmeal. The next best part of breakfast is all the carbs and the breakfast pastries, and the Chronos Club definitely does not slack in that department. Let me show you. So to start right here, we've got some bagels. It looks like we've got plain and maybe a cinnamon raisin, and then some bread for toast as well. They've got a toaster and everything you'll need for that. Jams, peanut butter, cream cheese, and a toaster. Moving along here, we've got more of our pastry selection. So right here we have a banana chocolate chip loaf, a cinnamon swirl loaf, and then if you look over in the back, there's a blueberry orange scone. I definitely have to grab one of them. Over here we have some muffins. So we have lemon poppy seed and then a blueberry oat muffin. I know all of these kind of like change throughout your stay, so you'll have like different pastries to choose from. And then right over here we've got some butter croissants as well as some multi-grain croissants with some butter. And then if you're feeling basic in the morning, they've also got some cereal for you. Here at the Chronos Club, they have Fruit Loops, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, as well as Special K. Continuing along, we have some cold items over here. So we've got hard-boiled eggs, some smoked ham, some pepperoni, and then some fruit, pineapple, and grapes. Before I checked in today, I was actually watching other people's TikToks and stuff about their stay at Grand Destino at the Chronos Club, and I saw a lot of people actually using those breakfast meats, pulling some aside, pulling some bread aside, and making sandwiches for lunch hour, because as you know, if you watch my last video, the Wilderness Lodge Club Level 1, they don't really have that many like lunch offerings. So if you want to like have a bigger, more full lunch, I recommend you do that. Grab some breakfast meat and then some bread and kind of make a sandwich, store it in your room for later. We've definitely got a ton of drinks to choose from over here as well. We have orange juice, passion orange, guava juice, super excited about that. Cranberry juice here. And then of course we've got our two fancy coffee machines if you guys want to make some fancy coffees. They can literally make anything. Cappuccinos, lattes. It never ends here. And then of course at any club you always have a stocked fridge. Let's open this one. All right, up top, grapes, yogurt, apple slices, apple juice. Moving on down, we've got our sodas, milks. They get a little fancy with some Pellegrino, some Minute Maid, lemonade, and Gold Peak, and then water bottles below. The selection in the fridge at this club lounge is a lot better than any other club lounge fridge I've seen. This one has the Pellegrino. They also have lemonade, and they have that Gold Peak iced tea. I haven't seen any other club lounge have those options. And I am staying here with my family. My mom got here before me and had a mimosa waiting for me, so cheers. Just like at any other club lounge at Disney for breakfast, they don't have the kind of like champagne and stuff advertised, but you can always ask and they'll bring you a mimosa. The special thing about this one is it's a pog mimosa. So we've got that passion orange guava juice, my favorite, in here with some champagne. And then I remember them doing something special. They put a little like grenadine at the bottom to make it look a little fancy. So always ask. They'll be able to bring you a mimosa or pretty much whatever you want. Delicious. Now that we've had a couple sips of a mimosa, I think it's time to make a plate. I'm getting pretty hungry, so I'll show you guys what I get. As per usual, I got a plate for the savories and a plate for the sweets. As excited as I am to try these pastries, I think we're gonna dive into the savory items first because they're the hot ones. You may notice on my plate I have some ketchup. If you watched my Wilderness Lodge video, they're these really fancy like ketchup containers that I could not open. And everyone helped me out in the comments and let me know if you like tap the bottom of it, it'll open. But this time I didn't even have to do it. They just had ketchup in a bowl. So that was very convenient. And I do this thing, instead of putting the ketchup right on my eggs, I dip my fork in the ketchup and then pick up the eggs. I feel like it's like the more efficient way to do things rather than smearing it on your eggs or like dipping the eggs in there and then they fall off. Just get a little bit on your fork and then pick up your eggs. Not my favorite. A little dry.
Yeah, I got salt and pepper.
A lot dry, actually.
It didn't have much flavor. I didn't taste the sausage, did you? I couldn't.
There definitely is not a lot of like sausage or veggies in here. I see some onions, but it is kind of dry. I do have to say that. And we've got our nice bacon here. Some pretty solid bacon, I must say. And then of course our potatoes too, which I do the same thing. Dip the fork in the ketchup and then you get the potatoes. Which have a really nice flavor. They have a ton of seasoning. I just wish they were a little crispier. Now for our sweets, I really want to try this blueberry orange scone. I believe it's plant-based too. That's pretty good. Did you try this?
No, I was contemplating, but I wanted those two things more. I should go back and get one.
It's very soft on the inside, and just like the slightest bit of sweetness and a little bit of citrus coming through. I think the citrus is in the icing here. I like it. Now the banana chip bread, I know for a fact that these kind of rotate daily because last time we stayed here they had a bunch of different really good ones. Pretty solid. I like how this one isn't that sweet either. It's like there's just like the slightest hint of banana, slightest hint of sweetness. But my mom keeps raving about this cinnamon swirl bread.
Good.
It's like a cinnamon pound cake with the crumbs on the top. It's really good. Out of the three, this is definitely the best.
Yeah.
While you're kind of sitting here, the concierge cast members will walk around, ask you if you need anything, ask you if you need a mimosa refill, anything they could help you with. And they just walked around and let us know that we have 10 minutes left of breakfast service. So I went, grabbed myself a glass of pog juice, some fruit, and I'm gonna enjoy that for the rest of breakfast. So we didn't have that long to wait before the lunch/snack service started. It begins at 11:30 here, and it's just kind of like light bites. They usually have like chips, vegetables, dip, and usually Uncrustables. So I'll show you guys what they have. So right here, of course, we've got our Uncrustables. They kind of make them a little fancy, cut them on in half. And then we've got our veggies and dips right here. Some cucumbers, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, and peppers. And we've got, what is this? Homemade ranch and sun-dried tomato hummus. Over here they have some cookies out, and Disney sugar cookies are the best, so I'll definitely have to grab some of them. We've got some crackers, some goldfish here, pretzel rods, banana chips, looks like some trail mix here, and then some chips, some pita chips, kettle chips, and sun chips. And then they've got a nice water, of course, the coffee, and then the fully stocked fridge here as well with all of the drinks. And then if you are feeling it, they've got some grapes, carrots, and apples up here for you to grab too. So you can see this is like not totally a full meal. This is more of like a snack. They have a lot of options, so you could kind of like grab things to go and bring them to the parks with you. Like if you want, you could go grab some chips, head into the park with them and snack on them later. But yeah, this is not like really a full meal. I do kind of wish they had some type of like sandwich or wrap that you can grab that make it a little more full. But hey, it's just snack hour. I grabbed myself a little snack, just a half of an Uncrustable, some goldfish, and a Diet Coke. I'm gonna eat that. You guys all know what goldfish and Uncrustables taste like, so I'm not gonna review them. I know you would all really, really want me to, but I'm not gonna review that. But I'm gonna enjoy this, and then I think we're gonna head to Epcot before dinner. And then I'll meet back up with you guys for dinner. After some time in Epcot, it was so hot. We came back just in time for hors d'oeuvres, and I'm gonna show you guys what they have. Let's start off with the good stuff here. This is like a kind of steak, almost like, I like to call it like a steak fajita. They actually had this last time that I stayed here. It's pretty much steak with onions and some tomatoes in there. It's pretty funny that tonight they have one of the same offerings that they had last year when I stayed here. That beef, I remember it being really, really good, but I remember wanting something like on the side with it, like either rice or tortillas to kind of make like a fajita situation. I think you need some rice, or maybe even just like a fingerling potato, a roasted potato. You need kind of like a side with that. This is some swordfish. I'm pretty sure it's actually served cold. It has some peppers on there. It's kind of a really tiny piece. I wish it was like a warm, actually served warm swordfish, then I'd really like it, but of course I'm gonna try it and see how it is too. Right over here is kind of like our kids option. It's a pasta with a beef marinara sauce. Right over here are our cold selections. There is a salad that actually looks delicious, and then we've got a cheese board, some pepperoni here, some marinated olives, and then some smoked ham, and then like some accompaniments here. They have some pickles, some fig jam, and some apricots. Right here we have a red pepper gazpacho. As if I remember correctly, they kind of like change this up every day. They give you a different type of gazpacho. And then right here is my favorite thing, the tomato bread. They have this toasted bread, and then you put this tomato spread on it. It's kind of like a Spanish bruschetta. It is delicious. And then of course, it's not dinner without some beverages. This is a look at today's selections. They have plenty of wine, beer, and then they also have Truly seltzers. The really fun thing about this club lounge is that they also serve kind of mixed drinks as well as the wine and the beer. They actually have vodka, and they have like all these kind of like specialty little menu drinks that the cast members that work here came up with. They're all really fun and themed. I remember they said they had an Isabella one, they had an alien one, and I don't think it was like a Mickey Mouse one, but that's so fun. I know my mom got the alien one and she really enjoyed it, but you never know what kind of drinks they're gonna have. So if you're staying club level, ask the cast members. They might have more options for you other than what they just have out. To start, I kind of got like some light appetizers. I got some cheese with some fig jam, some of that tomato bread, of course, and then some of the salad. And of course, a nice glass of some champagne. Let's start with the tomato bread. They actually serve this upstairs at Toledo. I tried this for the first time last time I stayed club level here and ate like so much of it because I loved it. Then when I visited Toledo a couple months back, I had to order this as an appetizer because I just love it so much. It's always so garlicky, so here we go. They definitely took the level of garlic down a notch. It is not as garlicky, which I really love garlic, so I wish there was way more. I also feel like they changed the bread that they serve this on. It's more of like a French baguette now. It used to be like a slice of maybe sourdough that was grilled and toasted, but now it's like a French baguette, and I don't think it's as good because I'm pretty sure they actually used to rub the bread with garlic too. And this is kind of just plain toasted French bread, so it's definitely not as good as I remembered, which is kind of upsetting. It's still good, but just not as amazing as before. Now for this salad, it doesn't actually say what's in it, but it looks to be just arugula, fennel, croutons, and some sausage. I think I could do without the sausage in there. It doesn't really add anything. I do really like fennel in a salad. Actually, one of my favorite salads is over at Haleo in Disney Springs. They have a salad with some fennel, some apples, and some walnuts in there. It is really, really good. So this kind of reminds me of that. I just wish there was more dressing. It's a very light vinaigrette. It needs maybe some lemon juice, some more olive oil, some salt, pepper, and then it'd be solid. I definitely think out of the club levels I've stayed at so far, Wilderness Lodge and here, this one has the better cold offerings. Like the salad, I like that they have a salad. The cheese selection is superior. The tomato bread is usually good. I think it might just be an off night. But now it's gonna be on to the hot items, which again, I wish there was something to go with that steak, but we'll make do. This is what I ended up with. Some pasta with marinara, some of this steak, and then a little piece of this swordfish. I don't know why it's served cold. It's definitely really good. It has a nice citrus flavor, but I just wish it was served warm. I don't know, I've never eaten like cold swordfish before. Like, again, the flavor wasn't bad, but it should just be a nice seared piece of swordfish, I think. Now for the pasta with marinara. I remember actually last time, so it's really funny that like we were here on the same night that they serve things. I was putting the steak and the peppers and onions and stuff on the pasta and like making my own pasta. So I might do that again a little bit later, but let's try it with this meat sauce. Sauce is actually really good. Very sweet. I wish that they had some regular Parmesan cheese. They had like a vegan Parmesan cheese. Vegan cheeses aren't usually my favorite, so I didn't get any, but I wish they had like a regular Parmesan cheese because I think that would complement this nicely. But now for this steak, I've got a little bit of an onion and tomato on there as well. The beef almost tastes more like, it tastes like steak, but like the consistency of the beef is more like a brisket to me. And it's really good. I love the flavor of the onion in there, but again, if this was served over some rice or potatoes, it'd be perfect. It just needs that side dish with it. I decided to go back up and get my little menu hack, some of that steak with the onions over the pasta. I feel like this is definitely the way to eat this. When I come to all these club levels, I always try and like do little menu hacks. Like last time at Wilderness, I was putting the tomato soup on the pasta with the meat sauce and it was so good. So this is my hack for Coronado Springs club level. Steak stir fry with the pasta. While we're waiting for dessert to come out, I decided to order one of their like special drinks that they have here at the Chronos Club. I ordered the Isabella. It has, let me try and remember this correctly, blue Powerade, grenadine, and Sprite. And it's actually a mocktail, but then they have vodka back there that you can add to it. So I got some vodka in there too. Cheers. It's a nice fruity beverage. Wish it was a little stronger, but hey, you could get as many as you want. And they also put some blueberries and blackberries in here, so that's a really fun touch. And I do really like how eager all the cast members are in here to grab you really anything you'd like. They're always offering to get you drinks, literally anything that you need help with, they're offering their assistance. At the other club level lounges I've stayed at, they'll help you out, but they're not as like eager to offer it to you. You have to ask them, but all the cast members here have been so great. Dessert is served every night from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, and it is now 8 o'clock, so let's check out the dessert. To start off, we have a gluten-free raspberry biscuit cake here. Looks like almost like a chocolate brownie with a raspberry on top. And then right next door, we've got a pecan blondie. This is actually a plant-based dessert. We have some candy over here, and then continuing along, we have some chocolate cupcakes, and then a vanilla cheesecake with a passion fruit chantilly cream. They also kept the cheese board that they had for dinner, as well as putting out some fruit, the pineapple and grapes. And then right here, we've got some pre-packaged cookies, which has, each packet here has a sugar cookie and then a chocolate chip cookie. For scientific purposes, I decided to get every dessert so I could try them all. But I will say, right off the bat, wait, I didn't get the carrot cake. There was carrot cake, right?
Yeah, I didn't see a chart. Where'd you get the chart?
I think they might have replaced the carrot cake with cheesecake when I went over.
Oh, you want to try it?
I don't know. There was a carrot cake up there. I'm pretty sure. When I went the first time I saw it. Then I went to film it. I did not see it. So I don't know what happened to that. But right off the jump, the desserts are not that impressive. When I stayed at Wilderness Lodge a couple weeks ago, the desserts were looking a lot better. They actually had vanilla ice cream there. They had like a warm kind of pie every night. So I really like that. Here it's kind of just like your basic things. As per usual, we're gonna do a little speed round taste test on the desserts. Chocolate cupcake. It's a chocolate cupcake. The vegan, plant-based pecan blondie. Super dry. Chocolate raspberry biscuit. Gluten-free. It's the best one so far. It's very rich. And then the cheesecake. Not a bad cheesecake. It's actually pretty good. Cheesecake and the chocolate raspberry thing are my favorites. I also always really love the sugar cookies that they have at the club lounges, so I might go grab some of them. And just like that, night one of our stay here at Coronado Springs is complete. This is now the second resort that I've stayed club level at here at Disney World. I've stayed at Wilderness Lodge, so if you haven't watched that video, make sure you go check it out. I'll put the link below in the description if you haven't watched it yet. I do have to say that like I like the Wilderness Lodge club level better, just because you get the overall vibe of the Wilderness Lodge lobby, which is like the best lobby at Disney World. I also think the food offerings for dinner were like a bit better. They had more like hot food options. Coronado was definitely a lighter dinner compared to Wilderness Lodge. I do think the lounge at Coronado is probably like the second best at Disney. There's so many couches, there's nice places to relax, amazing views. You can see the Epcot fireworks from there, but just nothing can beat the overall vibe of the Wilderness Lodge. I want to stay club level at every resort here at Disney World, so let me know down below in the comments which resort you want to see me stay club level at next. Before I leave you guys, I want to give a shout out to everyone who's joined my Patreon: Shelby, Doc, Marie, Karis, Carol, Lauren, Mulligan, Daniel, Adam and Jen, Harold, Angela, Danielle, Wayne, the Latham Thomas family, Linda, Armando, Loco, Tracy, Leah, John Paul, Dustin, Nancy, Kara, Jeremy, Barbara, Lisa, Paul, Misty, Abdullah, Ashley, and Lindsay. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to see what I eat at the Chronos Club tomorrow on day 2 of my stay, make sure to follow me over on TikTok and Instagram. I'll be posting a short form video over there, so make sure you watch that. And I definitely think if you and your family are planning on spending a lot of time at your resort, staying club level is worth the splurge. It is such a great experience. I love doing it when I can, and it's a great way to treat yourself here at Disney World. But I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!